Hello again, and thank you for attending video number 6 of our info program, Integrated News, Features, and Opportunities in the LCCA. It's a series that we have put together to help members understand their benefits and hopefully learn a little bit about some benefits they weren't aware of. So the last item that I'd like to talk about, and it's probably one of the most fun and most enjoyable, are our LCCA national conventions. They are the highlight of the year, and in fact, many families use them for family vacations because not only are they fun, they're educational. The members who are chosen to be the hotel manager and the tour manager are always listed in the Lion Roars. So if you have any questions about upcoming conventions or how you can help, our volunteer coordinator is also listed there. So you can always find out information about our conventions, or you're always welcome to email me and I'll tell you how to do that at the end of the video. We have, again, 2 people who coordinate the actual running of the convention, and that's the tour coordinator and the hotel coordinator. The conventions are generally held in late July, not always, but generally. And again, they sometimes take the place of family vacations for many of our members. The events are something happening every single day and every single night. The first item that usually takes place is the president's reception on night 1. And that's a ball because usually there's some kind of munchies to have, and you get to talk with members from all over the country. And it is just, it's an absolute blast. If you've never been to a convention, we have a first timers meeting, which takes place, and there's obviously door prizes are given out there, as well as almost every different event that we have. And first timers are welcome to come in and talk with or listen to some of the officers of the club. And we tell people how they can get involved, because this club doesn't run itself, it is run by the members. So we have a first-time reception for the members, generally on night 4. The hotels that we stay at are wonderful hotels in the cities that we go to. And usually we're able to negotiate a lower rate than the book rate of the hotel because we bring so much volume to the hotel in a time, quite frankly, that is generally a little bit slow for hotels. That's the end of summer. So again, the highlight of the year, I think, is the convention. We've talked a little bit about the hotels, the few of the events that take place there. Now we talk about the tours. And our tour coordinator has tons of upfront work. They will work on the tours just like the hotel people work on the hotel events a year in advance. The tours are all planned a year in advance, and sometimes there's 30 or 40 different things that people can go on that need to be planned. There's buses that need to be coordinated. There's train rides, all kind of events. And the key thing about the tours is they're educational, entertaining, and interesting. I have traveled this country probably like many of you, but every time I go to a convention, I see things I never would have dreamed of. And again, you can go onto our website and go to LCCA conventions, and you're seeing some of the pictures of some of our conventions right now, but you can go onto the website and go back and see where the past conventions took place and many pictures and activities. A couple of the other events that take place at the convention are the GAP party, which is the Get Acquainted Party. And usually there's some food served there that may be local food. It is something that we've had ice cream sundae parties. There's all kind of different events, but it's really a good way to get together. And we also have great entertainment. And I'll tell you that, again, I'm a relatively new member in the club. I've been to 3 or 4 conventions, but I have just been, the entertainment we have is fascinating. And it's good for youth and adults both. So we welcome people. On Sunday night, the last Sunday night, after we have the trading hall on Friday and Saturday, which is another tremendous event, On Sunday night, we have the banquet. And the banquet is a seated meal, and there are gifts for everybody. Sometimes there might be some really cool things to auction off. A lot of them are silent auctions that take place around the banquet hall. And occasionally there may be something we draw tickets for, maybe a beautiful piece of art or a special engine or something. But they're all out there, and it is just the highlight of the year for trained people. Now, you ask, well, who runs these conventions? It must take a lot of people. And yes, it does. And we have a volunteer coordinator. And again, you can go into the Lion Roars on that first real page, and the volunteer coordinator for the convention is listed there. And normally it takes anywhere from 80 to 100 members to help with the convention. Now, again, the majority of the members that volunteer to help are just going to help for one event. They're not going to help the entire time. We're not asking people to dedicate their entire week to the convention. But my wife and I have taken tickets at the Ice Cream Social. Other people may act as captains on the transportation when we have a bus going somewhere. It's always nice to have somebody in charge in case there's an issue or a question that needs to be asked. They can figure out how to do it, call back and get the answer. We have seminars, and I have presented in a couple of the seminars, and we get a room full of people there. We have audio visual to run, all kind of really cool things. We have workshops. We have usually a train layout running in a separate room, and normally it's the great modular layout that we have from some of our modular friends. We have setup, we have cleanup for different events. We have security for the trading hall at night. We have trading hall volunteers and more. We are flexible. We really believe that the LCCA is a member-run organization, and to run it, we need members like you to volunteer. So again, go to the Lion Roars if you're going to the convention and volunteer. Now, the last item I want to talk about, and I'm going to minimize this screen. I want to thank each of you who have joined us for this series of videos in the info series, integrated news, features, and opportunities about the LCCA. We have attempted to bring information to our members, longstanding and brand new, that we think they can use to understand more about the benefits of our club. The last thing I want to highlight, and this is really an important one, is the e-blast that is sent out by the president generally once a month, although depending, it can happen at other times. There's always a topical photo of either a train or a winter scene. This one was around winter 2021. And it will talk about different announcements. Here's an announcement about the convention. Lion Roars contest. We talk about different contests. And it's interesting, as the secretary, I receive questions from people and they say, well, I didn't know anything about the contest, the photo contest. And I'll say, well, it was in the Lion Roars, and we also sent an e-blast out about it. Did you register your email address with the LCCA? And they said, oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Well, if you don't do that, you don't get the e-blasts. And I tell you, you're missing a lot of information. So you can find on our website the spot to add your email address to your profile, or you can email me and I'll tell you how to do that right at the end of this video, and I'll be happy to add it for you. You'll get a lot of information because of it. They talk about the Lion Roars. They talk about the digital publications. So if you want to go and find the links for the digital publications that are on there, the historical LCCA train archive is on there, the Lionel Roars back issues. You can hit one of these hyperlinks and off you go directly to it. Here we talk about a couple new archives that have been added. The American Flyer archives, pre-war, and also Ives. And there, who knows, there may be some other ones we'll be adding over time. You can click any one of these things down here and it'll talk about the products that are available. So here's the Christmas car. And again, sometimes these things sell out really quickly. The special convention car for the 50th anniversary is a beautiful item. And there are a few more of those left at the time we did this taping. There's generally a Lionel series of vehicles that are just beauties. We highlight other products, things to be sold, raffles, all kind of events. We talked about special events. There's a special events calendar that's on here. And at the time we did this taping, obviously we were in the midst of a pandemic and we didn't have as many as we normally do, but usually there's a whole page of them. And then it talks about reminders about how to renew your membership. And two things, the president is always down here with a picture. And we always ask that if you have a question or a comment, go ahead and send it to either the club secretary at this address or email the club secretary at office@lionelcollectors.org. And whichever way you do it, make sure that you include your name and member number so we can look you up in the database and make sure we're talking to the right John Smith. There may be 20 of them we have, we're just never sure. And I'm going to thank all of the members who have watched these videos. I hope you have enjoyed them, and I hope that you will send us any questions or comments that you have about the sessions we've had, other things you'd like to see. If you have questions of any of these areas, let me know and I'll get you in contact with the right person. Again, enjoy your trains. Thank you for being a member of the best toy train club on the planet. Thank you very much.